Boom. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. You might see a little bit of a difference tonight. I was having a little bit of a nightmare with my main computer. Just done a bit of an update on it, and I was struggling at saving the recordings. I don't know. Anyway, literally, while I was running the intro on this, they came back. And I kind of sorted it, but I'm all set up to. We're going out on the laptop at the moment. Anyway, welcome to Everyday Conversations regarding mental health, mental well-being. I haven't got a guest tonight. Not sure what's happened. I've been in communication with a guy. He wasn't sure whether he could get in or not. He hasn't made it. So. It's just me again. So what I'm going to talk about, not going to be on for long tonight. I'm just going to run through some stuff, just to let people know. Okay, it's okay not to be okay. You know, men bottle stuff up. They don't like talking about the feelings. They don't like... It's a challenge. I was talking to a guy over the weekend, and he's been suffering from PTSD, been diagnosed with it. And he had all the classic symptoms. He knew there was something wrong with him. But he kept hiding it. He kept bottling it up. He didn't talk about it. Other people noticed in him that he wasn't right. He was doing stuff that was out of character. He was doing all the classics. He was drinking too much, having rucks with people, all of that stuff. So finally owned up. Came to the decision that yes, there's something wrong with him. So he's got some help. He's managed to save his marriage. He still has little wobbles occasionally, but he knows how to deal with it. So that's what I want to get over. It's important to recognise that there's something not right in yourself, and then once you have come to that realisation, what you want to do is open up about it, tell somebody, share it. It's not weak. It's not a taboo like it used to be. Nowadays, you're allowed to talk about it. You're allowed to be yourself. You're allowed to let go. You're allowed to get help. I've got another mate. He's been worrying himself sick for the last few months. He's had the old digit exam. He's gone through a few of the bits. He's had the blood test. Something his PSA's a little bit high. Gone for the old MRI. He's gone for the old biopsy. And now he's got to go back and get the results of the biopsy. And he's worrying himself silly. But whatever it is, it's in the early stages. And with prostate, men of a certain age suffer with it. We all do. I mean, I've got problems with it. And I'm under the doctors for it. I've had the old prostate mapping. It's not a lot of fun, trust me. It ain't a lot of fun. But at the moment it's clear. And the good thing with the old prostate is if it is cancerous, it is very slow growing. They check you once a year. You have a blood test once a year to check your PSA levels. And then if it's okay, boom. Sweet as, isn't it? Evening, Keith. Welcome. Just talking about it's okay to tell people, to talk about stuff. The other thing that blokes tend to cover up is all sorts of things. They don't like talking about it. But in this day and age, it's okay. You can go and have a chat with your mates. And they might take the mickey, but 9 times out of 10, they're in the same boat. Lots of my mates are all around my sort of age. We all have the same similar problems. And you kind of get to know that something doesn't feel quite right. And the first thing you should do is go and get it checked. The sooner you get stuff checked out, the easier it is to be able to deal with it. If it is the big C, if it is cancerous, the earlier they can catch it, the more chances you've got of surviving it. My late father-in-law, he died at 95, 96. He had prostate cancer for years and they managed it. But you have to recognise in yourself. You know you don't feel right. You know your pee's slowing down. It's not a gusher like it used to be. Yeah, Keith says it's a terrible thing that getting old. I know. But we're the lucky ones. Over the last 20 years, I've lost countless mates that I served with, my era. All dying off young. All well before their time. I guess we're the lucky ones. We're still here, aren't we? we're still alive and kicking. But if you don't talk about stuff, if you bottle it all up, it ain't no good to you. So my advice to anybody is if you are finding yourself not feeling yourself, go and get it checked. You know, when you're having the old douche in the morning, have a feel of your nuts. You got any funny lumps in there, go and get it checked out. Soon you get checked out, easier it is to deal with. A few years back, my left testicle was growing in size. I was concerned. It was getting bigger and bigger. Went to the quacks. They checked it out. Ooh. Playing with it. Yeah, that's getting bigger. So what happened? I had the ultrasound on it. Turns out it was a cyst. A cyst on my left nut. Within a week, I was in the hospital. Bumped, banged on the head, knocked out. Woke up, gone. It's been good, touch wood, ever since. But I noticed it. Unfortunately, it wasn't cancerous, it was a cyst. Apparently, it happens occasionally. And the same for the girls. I mean, the girls are a little bit better at talking about this sort of thing, aren't they? But how many of them check themselves? It's important. These things are important. If you don't feel right, if it's important to be able to do something about it. The sooner you can do something about it, the sooner something can be done about it. And nowadays, getting cancer, and it happens to a lot of people, they reckon 1 in 4 people suffer from it. So, there you go. That's my advice. If you don't feel right, get it checked out. There's that advert on the telly at the moment. If you've got persistent cough that's been going on for a couple of weeks, don't ignore it, go and get it checked out. It might be nothing. It might be something. There's lots of things that you can do. And it's important to go and get yourself once a year, have your MOT. Go to the try and get an appointment at the quacks. Try and get yourself checked out once a year. Because it's important if you want to live a long and healthy life. So, there's lots of stuff I could talk about, but I think that's the key message to take away. If you don't feel right, if things aren't what they normally should be, get it checked. The sooner you get it checked out, easier it is to deal with. That's the problem with a lot of people. They put it off. Then when they finally get to do something about it, it's too late. Just think, it's too late. Once it's too late, it's too late. So, there you go. That's my take on it. That's what I'm going to talk. That's what I've talked about this evening. I'm going to keep it short and sweet because I've not got a guest. I was hoping to get a guest on. I was going to talk a bit more about some stuff, but hopefully I'll have a guest next week, and I think the week after I'm possibly away, but I've got a pre-recorded one that's going out, which will be a really good one, worth a watch. So until next week, TTFN, ta-ta for now.